Okay, so we're moving on to our shoulder program. This one's going to be split into 4 parts as well. Today we're going to dive into part 1 of that program. So just like our lower back, we got into some range of motion, stability, and strength. The same is going to apply here to our shoulder. Alright, so I do recommend a couple pillows on the ground, or you can do these from the comfort of a bed or a bench or something like that. But I'll show them from the ground today. Our first exercise that we're going to get into, we are going to go into a supine position. So all the way down on our back, our head is going to be supported. From here, we're going to ensure that we tuck our core down. Alright, so our core is tucked, our arms are at our side. We want our thumbs facing the ceiling at this point, and then we're going to try and raise our arms up as high as we can overhead. Now, I'm only going to raise my arms up as far as possible, number 1, if there is 0 pain, and number 2, if I can keep my core braced. The one thing that we're trying to mimic here is a press overhead. If we start to lose the tension within our spine from the ground here, there's no way that we can guarantee that we're going to hold it when we press something overhead. So again, we're going to be onto our back. Our core is pressed into the ground. We're tucking our belly down. Thumbs are up. And I'm going to complete anywhere from 12 to 15 repetitions here. All right? Making sure that I'm still breathing. And again, that core is braced and there is 0 pain in my shoulder. You may have one side that moves a little bit easier than the other, and that's completely okay. Again, we're trying to do this motion to increase the range of motion within the shoulders, whether it's both of them, one of them, either or. The next one we're going to get into is going to come from a side lying position. So you're going to complete this exercise on both sides, but what we're going to do is we're going to come down to our side. Our knees are going to be stacked. You can either have your legs straight or you can have your knees bent. Not too particular about this one. We're going to have our arm right out to the side here, so it shouldn't be forward, it shouldn't be way back. It's going to be right out to the side, my shoulder's right in line with my hip. Alright, I'm going to go into external rotation, so I'm going to point my thumb towards the ceiling, and then from there is what I'm going to try and do is raise this arm overhead. Again, trying to keep it on this nice straight line, alright? So I don't want it to drift forward at all. I don't want it to fall back. I'm going straight over my head, trying to raise as far as I can. Similar to the last movement that we just did, you're going to go through this motion without any pain. Now, if you start to feel pain right about here, stop right here and come back down. Over time, you're going to be able to increase that range of motion so that you can get as far as possible. And of course, with this motion, we don't want to kind of come into this position where I'm overarching or anything along those lines. My head should be relaxed. And again, I'm into an external rotated position. On this one, complete anywhere from 12 to 15 as well. Alright, so our first 2 got into range of motion, and now we're going to focus on stability and strength in that shoulder. Oftentimes we see a lot of pain when it comes to the rotator cuff or the external rotators of the shoulder, and we're going to work on that one right here. So we're going to be down on our side again. I'll flip sides so that you guys can take a peek at this left arm of mine. I'm going to have my arm down on the pillow and kind of rest down here as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another pillow and I'm going to tuck it in right at my side here. Alright? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to squeeze my elbow down and keep this elbow pinched into not only the pillow but also my side. From here I'm going to try and raise this arm up while maintaining that contact point with the elbow. Alright? When it comes to a bend of the elbow, you want to be about 90 degrees here, so it shouldn't be tucked in super tight, it shouldn't be opened up you should find that happy medium, a 90-degree angle. And then again, from here, we're tucking the elbow and trying to raise the hand. All right? I do recommend using a closed fist for this motion here, just because in the future, as you get stronger, you're going to be able to start using a light dumbbell, maybe 1 or 2 pounds. So I recommend having a closed fist. Again, we're going to complete 12 to 15 reps on each side with this motion here.